A few days ago, I received my issue of the Complete Survivalist magazine, and today I'm going to take a closer look at it and show you a little bit of what's inside. I'm not going to give a recommendation about if you should buy it or you should not. Instead, I'm going to show you a pretty good view of what's inside and let you make your own decision. One thing that I do not like about this magazine is that it's 32 pages. However, it counts the front cover as page 1 and this ad as page 2. The contents are page 3, so that's a little misleading about how many pages of actual information that you're going to get. So do be advised about that. We have some featured product spotlights, a review of Midland two-way radios. There's a book review of American Apocalypse at the beginning by Nova. It's a well-written review. It's written by Jerry Irwin, who publishes the Suburban Self-Reliance blog. It's well written. The magazine is very good. The paper is excellent quality. The pictures are good quality. Your first actual article is "The Only True Currency in a Post-Collapse World. It May Not Be What You Think." And just a quick browse over to give you an idea of the layout and artwork of that. The next article, beginning on page 8, is "Surviving in the Free State." It's well written, pretty well laid out. Okay, and then we come to our next article, "Down to Nothing, Finding Food When You're Desperate." Again, well laid out. Not overboard with the advertisements. It's got some very interesting things to say about finding food in a survival type situation. And that article is actually 4 pages long, not including the ads. It's written by John Millandred, if you're familiar with his work. He's the owner of Pioneer Living magazine. The next article, "On Survivalism, Preparedness, and Self-Reliance, the State of the Prepared Mind." This is by James T. Stevens, and it discusses reasons to be prepared, different degrees of preparedness, and it's also a 4-page article. Next we have "How to Turn Canned Soup into Survival Soup." Very interesting idea about using your food storage items. And there's something to keep in mind when you're storing food. Maybe a better way to say that. And it's written by Lisa Bedford, who is also known as the Survival Mom. "Homeschooling, a Family Matter." That's your next article. And it's about 1.5 pages long. 2 pages. It's got some good links and resources here on the side. It's written by Julia Soliday. The next one is "What Are You Going to Do About a Nuclear Threat or Device?" About 1.5 pages here. It discusses EMP, fallout meters, that kind of thing. Various rules and preparing yourself and protecting yourself. It's written by Bill and Janet. I don't know what that last name is. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I know I'll get it wrong. "Antibiotics, Why You Should Store Them and How You Can Get Them Without a Prescription," by Ed Corcoran. Very good article. And it discusses different types of antibiotics, obviously, and ways that you can get them. It's a little shy of 3 pages long. And the final article is "Lone Wolf Syndrome, Why Planning to Go It Alone Is Planning to Fail," by Jim Cobb. Very well written article here. All of the articles are well written. This one kind of stood out to me a little. as being a really good read. It's only about 2 pages. This fella is the owner of survivalweekly.com. More of his work, that's where you can find it. And then, of course, like with all magazines, we close with a couple of ads. So that gives you an overall look at it. So to help you make up your mind if you want to buy it, I'm sure most of you have probably heard of it and couldn't make a decision. I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to subscribe or not. Probably will. It seems like it's got a lot of good information in there. And $17.76 a year for 6 issues, that's not a bad amount of money. But of course it's entirely up to you, so I won't tell you an opinion so much as just give you a little more fuel to form your own opinion. So thanks a lot for watching, and rate, comment, subscribe.